Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Blurred Corner, aka All Things Rej'et the podcast. I've been meaning to tell y'all about this crazy anime I've been watching. It's called Inuyashiki Last Hero. Oh, I probably said that wrong. But that's the name of it. I'll write it below so you can actually check it out. But it's on Amazon Prime, and I don't even know where to start with this show. So, okay, first off, number one, the first thing that threw me off was kind of the animation. First off, the animation threw me off slightly. The art style, I was like, okay. Second, it's this little old guy. Premise of the story. This old guy, like, granddad, like, how old is this man? How old is he? He's probably like mid-60s, early 70s. I can't remember exactly how old he is, but he is definitely a older gentleman. All white hair, you know, balding a little bit. Like, he granddaddy, okay? Full-on granddad. And his family, oh, he got these young kids. Well, they're teenagers. So his wife is obviously a lot younger than him. And he has these teenagers. And nobody in the house gives him any kind of respect. They're pretty much almost damn near disowning him, and it's actually really sad to see, because you can see how lonely he is and how hurt he is. Despite being surrounded by family, he gets no respect at the job. Like, all the way around, life is pretty crummy for him, right? This freak accident thing happened. He gets these superpowers. Spoiler alert, with him getting these superpowers, his body is pretty much turned into a robot. So he is a walking, living mecha machine. He still looks like a human. So he's like a humanoid robot, right? And he looks like a human, but if something happens, you know, he can, you know, make these jets come out, and he can have his own jetpack literally out of his back. His arms can open up. Like, he's a full-on humanoid robot. Granddaddy. And so with him having these newfound powers, him finding out about him being this humanoid robot, he wants to do good with these powers. So he's, you know, stopping muggings, you know, doing things like that around the community, around the neighborhood, to help people in need who are in danger. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. That fateful night, he was not the only one to be granted these humanoid capabilities. There is a young boy, I believe he is a high schooler, who has also received some powers. However, he is on the other side of the spectrum. He is doing all kinds of bad stuff. Yeah. I ain't gonna say almost anybody other than him should have got the powers, but even the dog should have got powers before this young kid, because he is really a problem. This young boy is a problem. So granddad going to go save some people, find out, hey, I'm not the only person who has these powers. This young boy has these powers, and this young boy is doing bad things with these powers that he has. So now he has an enemy out of the young boy. Now he's like, what the F? And I paused on it for a minute. I haven't finished it yet. But, okay, so the reason I paused it is because the last episode I watched was pretty much when... The last episode I watched was when the granddad... I need to stop calling him granddad. But the last episode I watched was when granddad went to go... So he got these heightened senses, right? So he had these heightened senses about something bad happening. So he goes to where he's picking up these senses from, and he sees this young boy committing these things. The young boy even tried to kill him. So it's like, confirmed. You are no good. And I had to pause on that episode, because I had to take a breath. I had to take a breath. This is how I was during the episode, because that whole episode, this young boy was just, he was doing all these things, and I was like, oh my God, he doesn't need to have these powers. This is so freaking crazy. I don't know if Granddad is going to make it in time. I don't know if Granddad is going to even be able to stop this boy, because he has powers like you, so you all are kind of equally matched. It's not like you finna go in there and straight dog walk him, you feel me? So I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? So Granddad gets there. The young kid pretty much tries to kill Granddad, but in the midst of that, but prior to Granddad getting there, this boy did all these bad things. And so I'm essentially watching this episode holding my breath like, oh my God, is Granddad going to even be able to do anything to this boy once he gets there? Spoiler alert, no, Granddad couldn't do shit when he got there, right? But yeah, like, my nerves is bad. My nerves is bad. My nerves was shot after watching that episode. My nerves were shot after watching that episode of the two of them kind of going up against each other, so to speak, with Granddad trying to stop what was happening at the place where the young boy was. But I had a heightened level of stress, because I know that this young boy is freaking psychotic, and he essentially doesn't care about what he's doing. He has no level of remorse. He don't care. And so with him not caring, he reckless. He reckless out here in the streets in Tokyo, and he just gonna do whatever he feel like doing. He's gonna go unchecked. You know, nobody's gonna check him. Granddad can't check him. Maybe Granddad check him a little on down the line. You know, like I told you, I had to pause on that episode because it was stressing me out. But pretty much this young boy is, at this point, unmatched from what I've seen. From as far as I'm concerned, the young boy is unmatched. You know, he has no level of empathy. He doesn't care about what he's doing, who he hurts. He's just doing whatever he wants to because he can. And on the flip side, you got Granddad. He's trying to help people. You know, he's very remorseful. He's very empathetic. He wants to help people. He wants to do everything he can. And I guess, I mean, that's probably how he was. That he's always been that way. You know, even when you see him kind of going through problems at in the office with the way his family treats him, and he was pretty much like kind of gave up on life. You know, I was really sad for Granddad to see the way he gets treated, because he seems like a little sweet old guy, and they just ain't nobody paying him no attention. So he had a big heart prior to him getting these powers and becoming a humanoid. So of course, you know, I guess it just translated and carried over to him even now still having these powers. He's still the same way. And so I would imagine it's the same way for the young kid. He probably didn't care about anybody before he got the powers, and so it's the same. He don't care. And that's the problem. And hopefully we can watch it together and finish it. If you already finished it, don't spoil it for me. But I'm gonna hop back into this anime and see how it ends. Of course, I'm rooting for Granddad because that boy is a problem. But I know it's gonna be full of great action, so it's definitely action. I wouldn't say mecha. They're not in big on mecha suits, but like I said, they are humanoid, so they look human. However, they have functioning robot parts. You know, they're robots now, so it's definitely action. Definitely action. Number one on the list. I'm not even gonna give it any more categories after that. It's action. So if you like something with action, definitely check out this anime. Like I did say, it is on Amazon Prime. And yeah, go ahead and watch it, check it out, and we can talk about it. We can talk about it once we finish. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all next time. Later.